it's an absolute public disgrace that the police allow the use of Home Office premises for racists and fascists to provoke black and Asian staff working at Lunar House, but more importantly their purpose is to provoke and intimidate people seeking immigration status.
BNP off our streets! BNP off our streets! How dare you!
What I would say to the people over there from the PCS union, why aren't they at work?
Yes.
We've got a backlog of asylum cases in this country. The immigration crisis, why aren't they at work tackling this problem, and instead of being outside of their offices, not working? Get back to work!
They might want to ask you why you're not at work.
Good question. This is my work for the moment. It's an election. Well, they're not taking part or standing.
I'm here today basically to join the anti-BNP protest to show that actually the majority of people are okay with multiculturalism, that it is a really positive thing in our society, and also to make sure that we highlight that the BNP aren't like every political party, that they're fascists, that they're Nazis, and that, you know, ordinary people that are disaffected about council housing and jobs shouldn't vote for them, because actually it's the government that's to blame for that and not immigrants.
I think we're being overwhelmed by people coming into this country, and I think the British people are getting pushed back further in the queues for whatever they want. I think our facilities and resources are getting stretched to the limits, and I think there has to be an end to this massive immigration, because despite what Labour and the Conservatives say, it has been uncontrolled and anyone can come into this country.
Nazi scum off our streets!
When you listen to the Conservative Party, what is David Cameron saying? What is he saying? He wants to limit immigration to only people from Europe. And what about the rest? And I don't see any of these people talking about David Cameron being a racist, when David Cameron is saying only Europeans.
We're told on the one hand there should be free movement of capital, but yet when workers seek to move around the planet, seeking employment and better prospects and a better life, then of course the state utilises some of the most draconian measures to keep them out. So I think that, I mean, you know, my attitude is that people have a human right to move around the world as they see fit, seeking a better life. I mean, it's been intrinsic to human history, and so I think that, you know, there needs to be, you know, we need to provoke a proper political discussion to ensure that we welcome asylum seekers, that we provide the support and assistance that they need, but it needs to be done so by reassuring the domestic population that they're not a threat. The threat to jobs and decent conditions doesn't come from asylum seekers, it comes from capitalism. It comes from an economic system that is prepared to banish so many into poverty while allowing an ever smaller elite to become richer and richer.
These people, they are all carrying out wars for money, because that's what they are after. They go after the Iraqi oil, they go after Afghanistan because it's the gate to invade Iran, and also for oil.
See what the politicians have done here? They've turned the working class against the working class.
Racist scum! Nazi scum off our streets! Nazi scum off our streets! Keep moving! Keep moving!
There weren't that many. I think to some extent it looked quite pathetic, the small numbers and the fact that they were corralled into a small you know, area by the police and had to be provided with such extensive police and state protection. To that extent, perhaps it wasn't as intimidating as the BNP hoped it would be.
And the establishment is scared of the BNP because they don't, well, they just want rights for the people. That's all they want. That's all we want is rights.
What's wrong with asylum seekers?
I'm not into that one. All I'm going in for, I want to look after the people in my ward and my borough who live in flats who have been ripped off something terribly with different prices for this, that and the other. That's what I'm doing it for. I'm not We can't be involved in everything, surely. I mean, asylum seekers, what is wrong with them?
Right. Do you mind not talking to... I'm sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
You want to talk to me? Why doesn't... Why doesn't...
Vieni, volete parlare con una cittadina italiana?
No,
Giuseppe. Vieni qua Giuseppe, parla.
I am Italian.
Ciao. I doesn't want him to talk to me. Why?
Because we don't trust you, this is why.
Why don't you trust me?
You keep attacking us, what do you want? To say thank you?
I was just asking why...
Cortiglia, italiano.
Wow.
Because we don't trust you, this is why.
So you don't want to talk to me either?
I can talk, but don't expect me to be friend because I know you're going to attack us. So
No, I don't want to attack. I want to understand why you don't want asylum seekers here.
Why?
I give you the answer. I give you the answer to that. According to the laws on immigration, whoever is an asylum seeker has to seek the first port of entry, the nearest country.
An amazing stream of nonsense and incoherency. A kind of weird mixture of upset that the world isn't a better place, which is fair enough, and then a bizarre idea that the solution to that is to beat on the migrants, which is... It's not such a good idea, is it, really? It's not the way to improve the world.
Thank you for doing this.
Where are you from?
Sri Lanka.
In Sri Lanka there is a terrible situation
It
now.
is, absolutely, yeah.
Control 5 coming over.
Yeah.